Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, hello there, I'm Degen. This is Marvel Heroes, all things Black Widow. She was originally trained as a Soviet spy, but eventually jumped ship, joined S.H.I.E.L.D., and then later even joined the Avengers. She's really fast-paced, super agile, with both ranged and close combat attacks. Now, in this video, we'll be talking about all of her powers. We're going to show off a bunch of her costumes, and maybe some other Black Widow stuff. Alright, and let's go over the costumes. First costume up is the Black Widow Avengers movie costume. Now, this is just awesome because how good was the Avengers movie? Seriously. Is there anyone out there that didn't like the Avengers movie? I think that was one of the greatest movies of all time. This costume's right out of that movie, and it's really freaking awesome. Next up, we have the Black Widow classic costume. This one's pretty good too, honestly. It's like a skin-tight latex costume. You can't go wrong with skin-tight latex. Then we have the Black Widow gray costume. This one, she's got shorter hair. She's got a big spider logo on her back. And one, right on the boob there, I guess. And it is another skin-tight one, but I don't like this one as much. No, it's not because it's not showing the cleavage, but I don't know, I just don't like it. It's a decent costume, but it's not my favorite. And finally, we have the Black Widow original costume. This one is pretty nice. It's pretty unique for Black Widow. She's got a cape. She's got black hair in this one. Wow, I just got ran by like 13 storms in a row. Anyways, she's got like a one piece on. I don't know, some mesh. She's got a cape that you can fly with. Yeah, I'm flying, and not really fly, but you know what I mean. Capes are cool. She's got the little hourglass for a Black Widow, and a mask. This is the only one she wears a mask. Now, be sure to tell me what your favorite Black Widow costume is in the comments, and I'll tell you what my favorite Black Widow costume is at the end of the video. Alright, and starting out with the powers, we have the agility tree, and the first power is Agile Strike. You'll get this at level 1. It's a basic fighting power, strike enemies in front of you, does physical damage. As you put points into it, you'll increase the physical damage. And this is what it looks like. It's just kick, punches, very basic. Next up, at level 10, we have Sudden Slash. This is another basic power. Draw a hidden knife and deliver a painful slash to enemies in front of you. This does physical damage. It does physical damage over 4 seconds. It slows their movement speed, and as you put points into it, you'll increase the physical damage and the physical damage over time. Also, this has a synergy with Agile Strike, which will also increase the damage. Here it is. You just take out a little knife and slash, guys. Next up is Painful Precision. This power will unlock at level 14. This is a passive power. You know the vulnerable places where a well-placed strike can slow an enemy. The activation chance on hit is 30%, and it will slow their movement speed. The duration will be determined by the amount of points you have in it, as well as the slow percent will be determined by the amount of points you have in it. At level 1, you'll have Red Room Reflexes. This is another passive power. Your focus training improves your ability to counterattack with agility powers after dodging an attack. So this will give you a dodge bonus and a damage bonus when you dodge. That damage bonus will go to any agility powers, so that's anything in the agility tree. Any of these powers that do damage. As you put points into it, the dodge percentage will go up, as well as the damage bonus. At level 6, you will unlock the power Elusive Kick. Perform a backflip kick, doing damage upon landing and knocking enemies in front of you into the air as you move away from them. This does physical damage, it will stun the enemy for a second, it has a synergy with leg sweep and spin kick. As you put points into it, you'll increase the physical damage and the stun duration. So you jump, see, that's how far back you fly. You actually do damage when you land as well as when you kick. At level 20, you'll unlock the power Leg Sweep. This is a fighting power, lash out with a low kick that knocks enemies down in front of you. This does physical damage, it knocks them down. It has a synergy with Elusive Kick and Spin Kick for more damage, and as you put points into it, you'll increase the physical damage and the knockdown duration. This is what the power looks like. You sweep the guys, you knock them down, they take a knee. This is the AoE range, so I don't know if you can see it really. It's just it's like a half circle in front of you. Give me that EXP! Yum 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 yum. At level 30, you'll unlock Spin Kick. Deliver a high kick that knocks back enemies in front of you. This does physical damage, and it has a synergy with Elusive Kick and Leg Sweep, just like the other two. They all have synergies with each other to increase the damage. As you put points into this, you will increase the physical damage. This power has a very similar AoE range to the last one, and this one just knocks them back instead of knocks them down. At level 2, you'll unlock the power Escape Roll, where you roll forward, evading attacks, clear negative conditions, and stun enemies in your path. This is a pretty nice power. It will stun enemies for whatever amount of seconds. That will be determined by the amount of points you have in it. And you can also use it for mobility. So if you want to speed through a level, just spam that crap and you'll roll all day. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. At level 26, you will be able to unlock Acrobatic Assault. Leap over an enemy and deliver a kick to the head, stunning and knocking back that foe. This does physical damage. As you put points into it, the physical damage will go up and the stun duration will go up. You jump over their heads, you kick them, you knock them back, and you stun them. Alright, and starting out in the next tree, the weaponry tree, we have Snapshot. This is a basic fighting power. Fire off a quick shot that damages the first target in its path. This does physical damage and has a synergy with Evasive Shot. As you put points into it, you'll increase the physical damage. And here's the power, it's just guns, you shoot. Shooty shooty, bang bang. And it's a basic power, so it is nice because her other basic powers are not ranged. At level 12, you'll be able to unlock Timely Reload, regain some spirit when you use it. As you put points into it, you'll increase the amount of spirit you gain back. This is what happens when you use it. You'll just quickly gain a bunch of spirit. The power itself is just on a cooldown, so you don't have to, it doesn't cost anything to use. You can spam it as long as the cooldown's up. At level 22, you'll unlock Deadly Shot. This is a fighting power. You hold down the hotkey to charge up a powerful shot that damages enemies in its path. This does physical damage, has a synergy with coup de gras. As you put points into it, you'll increase the physical damage. This is what it looks like. You take a knee, you pull out a sniper rifle, ba-boom. You charge the shot to do more damage. It does penetrate. Oh, chained. And you can also tap it, and it won't take as long to shoot, and it will do less damage. I shot the wall. See, that time it didn't one-shot him because I'm just shooting it quickly. But if you hold it down, you'll obviously do more damage, because it's more damage per second charged. At level 8, you'll unlock Evasive Shot. Leap away from combat and fire a jolt of electricity that slows enemies. This does energy damage, and it slows their movement speed when you hit them. As you put points into it, you'll increase the energy damage. This has a synergy with Snapshot. This is what it looks like. You'll use it, you'll shoot enemies, and you'll jump backwards. At level 16, you'll unlock Coup de Gras. It's a fighting power. Coldly shoot, stun, or knock down enemy to deal massive damage. Now this thing does do a lot of damage, and it's not that expensive on the spirit. It has a synergy with Deadly Shot, and as you put points into it, you'll increase the damage further. My problem with this power is I'm not a fan of the powers that can only be used in a situation where an enemy is knocked down or stunned, because there's a lot of situations where you come across where enemies are immune to those things. So if this is your main power that you're using and you happen to come across some enemies or even a boss that's immune, well, you're not using this power on them. So I'm not a fan of this power, although it is a really good power, and if you can manage to pull it off, then more power to you. This power is a great damage dealer. At level 1, you'll have Stinging Shot. You'll fire a 10,000 volt charge of electricity that knocks down enemies in its path. This will penetrate through enemies. It does energy damage, and it has a knockdown duration. As you put points into it, you'll increase the energy damage and the knockdown duration. And this is what it looks like. It goes right through enemies, and it'll knock them right down. At level 28, you'll unlock Stinging Barrage. You hold down the hotkey to unleash a continuous stream of scathing electricity. This does energy damage. As you put points into it, you'll increase the energy damage. We have a synergy with Stinging Shot. This is it. It's one of these machine gun style powers where you just hold down the button and you'll just blast out shot after shot. And you can just mow through guys with it. At level 3, you will have the power Rolling Grenades. Toss a handful of explosive grenades on short timers. You'll just roll out a few grenades. They'll do energy damage. And as you put points into it, you'll increase the energy damage. This has a synergy with Micro Drones. This is what it looks like. You just roll out grenades, exactly. It's like you're bowling with grenades. And 3 of them. At level 10, you'll unlock the power Widow's Kiss. Spray a cloud of poison in front of you. This will do energy damage and energy damage over time. So it'll do like one short spurt of energy damage, and then the guys will have a dot on them. As you put points into it, you'll increase both the energy damage and the damage over time. Here's what it does. It looks like just a purple cloud. You can see they're losing health from just the poison. At level 20, you'll unlock the passive power Superior Intel. Your information network grants you awareness to all nearby enemies. As you can see on my minimap, a little red dot, that would be the enemy that's cutting me right now. As you put points into this, you'll increase the radius in which you can see the enemies on the map. And yeah, if you look up at the minimap, that red dot is the enemy. Normally you can't see them without this power or an item. At level 18, you'll unlock flash grenades. Throw a grenade that stuns enemies with its potent explosion. This does physical damage and it'll stun. As you put points into it, you'll increase the physical damage and the stun duration. Alley-oop. 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 Alright, at level 24, you'll get timed explosive, where you place a timed explosive with a short fuse. This does physical damage, and it's on a timer of 6 seconds. So the physical damage will go up as you put points into it. This is what it looks like. You just put a bomb on the ground and it'll take 6 seconds, which is kind of long to blow up. However, the next power, which you also get at the same level, is called remote detonation. Detonate all timed explosives you've set and increase the chance these explosives will stun the enemies. As you put points into this one, you'll increase the chance to stun. So now you can put these timed explosives, you can put a few, whatever, and you don't have to wait the 6 seconds. As soon as you hit that button, they'll all blow up. So boom, you could instantly blow them up if you want. Or you could just leave them down for the full 6 seconds. And at level 30, you'll unlock the power Micro Drones. You unleash tiny flying robots that seek out enemies exploding on impact. These do physical damage, and they'll fire off a certain amount of drones when you fire them. As you put points into this, you'll increase the physical damage they do and the amount of drones that come out. This is a really good power. It's one of my favorites. The drones will just home into the enemy. You don't even have to aim at them. You can shoot them a different direction, and they'll still find that enemy. Of course, if there's no enemies around, they'll just fly into like benches or boxes or whatever. And finally, Black Widow's ultimate power, Twilight Initiative. You'll enter stealth mode, you'll shake off and gain immunity to all negative conditions, you'll avoid some damage from area attacks, and you'll easily bypass enemy defense. This ultimate power gives you a damage bonus, on top of that, a defense bonus, defense penetration, it'll last for 30 seconds, and it has a cooldown of 20 minutes. The coolest part about this ultimate power, in my opinion, is the stealth you gain from it. So we'll go ahead and use it right here, with some dudes on us, and Shocker. Let's see, pop, oh, where did I go? No one seems to know where I am anymore, okay. So now everyone's asleep, chuck some grenades. Hey Shocker, how you doing? Let's just go start whomping on Shocker. He has no idea what's hitting him. We're a ghost. Woo! I'm gonna get ya. Yeah, so seriously, just the stealth alone is amazing. The other stuff is cool. Of course, the defense, or the damage you do well in stealth is great. And I'm just punching him. I'm not even using any powers. See you later, Shocker. That was a good fight you put up there. And yeah, anyways, that was Black Widow's ultimate power. And it's that time for the end of the video, and I told you I'd tell you what my favorite costume is for Black Widow, and this is it. It's definitely the Avengers movie costume. Like I was saying earlier, that movie is just too good. That movie is amazing, actually. It's on Netflix now, so I just watched it recently, so it's all got me pumped up. Anyways, this isn't about that. There's just amazing detail in this costume, I think. She's got the shield logos on the arms, and I don't know, just everything from the boots you can see. Like, it might not show up as well in the video as it does in game, but there's a lot of detail on this costume. I do like the Black Widow classic costume and all the other costumes that make her look smokin', but I do like this one the best. Now, all that being said, I'm running out of guys to do here, but be sure to let me know who you want to see. I'm going to start the starters soon, so I will be basing that order in which I get comments and stuff like that. So be sure to leave in the comments what hero you want to see me cover next. And other than that, if you want to check them out, I've already done, get ready for this long list, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thor, Wolverine, Hulk, Captain America, Black Panther, Cyclops, Cable, Jean Grey, Punisher, Miss Marvel, oh no, I'm not going to remember them all, Rocket Raccoon, this is Black Widow. To be honest, I can't even remember them all anymore. I probably just missed a bunch of them or whatever. I don't know. So, hey, if you think you know which ones I missed in there right there, let me know that too, because I don't have it in my brain anymore. There's just too many. Anyways, check out my channel if you want to see any of those, or if you want to see other Marvel Heroes videos. I've got a bunch. And other than that, I just want to say thanks a ton for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great day. So I'm Degen. This is Marvel Heroes, all things Black Widow. Bye.